Alrighty, I think we're live. Hello and welcome to Fantasy Premier League with the D unit and Darren, who is to my right, and Tom, who is to my left. Guys, how's it going?
Good. Yeah, pretty good, mate. Yeah, had a pretty average start to the season, but we're going all right.
Darren, let's talk about you. So I've been waiting for a long time to get this man live because he has, like FPL Raptor, taken on the Halaand for 6 game weeks. How's that been?
I'm not going to lie, it's been tough. But, you know, had a plan at the start of the season. You either go with Halaand or Salah. The Haaland-Salah combo has been, you know, proven to be the winning formula, but here I am, wildcarding, bringing in the Viking.
But are you losing the Salah?
I'm losing the salad.
Why are you losing the Salah?
Bringing in the palm.
The palm.
The palm for the sell.
Is it really going to cut it?
Yeah, I think it will. Yeah, with my team, definitely.
Well, we're going to get on to Darren's team very shortly.
Well, Salah's been up and down.
Tom here, I'm not going to lie, I've versed Tom in the head-to-head league so far this season, and I accounted for him pretty easily with a 12-point win.
Yeah, 12
but 12 points is quite a big margin.
Look, I lost a little bit on the transfer.
You did.
I lost 4 points.
You did. But I just want to talk about your team for a second, Tom. So you've got a number of premium picks.
Oh, premium. So I'm rocking, just got my team up here. I'm rocking a Palmer, Saka, Salah, Halaand combo.
That's pretty good. Like, how did you fit them all in your team?
Just moving money, man. I'm like Man City. Just moving funds, probably going to get points deducted. But sometimes when you have too many ingredients, man, the Conti roll can just be too overwhelming. You know?
Well, yeah, that's fair. Like, honestly, it just... What can you say to that, man? Like, it is. It's mental.
So it's been hit and miss. So basically, like, the Palmer will have a good game week, the Saka won't. Salad head will just flop. But the Halaand, the Norwegian, Scandinavian, the Viking.
He's next level. So, like, honestly, Darren, we have to ask now.
Ask away.
6 game weeks. The first 5, obviously, you saw Haaland dominate every week, and you sort of ignored the calls. Like, obviously, Alan, who's normally on this show, wildcarded in game week 4 to bring the bastard in. But what's the thinking behind, like...
I just told you. Right, Haaland is inevitable, right?
He is, but why didn't you have him then?
But he's cost so much, so I thought I could spread the funds around. Had the Isaac, had the Saka, had the Trent, whatever his name is. You know what I'm talking about. Tried to spread it around. It didn't work. Unfortunately, you know, the other guys didn't pull their weight, and I got done.
Yeah, sometimes you got to believe. You got to believe in yourself. Like, you believe in your pick.
Didn't follow the typical formula, like the unit.
A little bit stubborn.
Well,
took a chance, and didn't pay off.
You did. You did take a chance.
But you changed your mind.
I changed my mind.
Sometimes when you listen to this pod, you realise that you've made a few mistakes. So,
like every call that you make is usually a mistake. You know, like the Solanke. Are you going to bring in Solanke?
Well,
have you changed your mind about him?
I haven't changed. I haven't changed my mind about him. I just think that he.
I thought he said he was Bournemouth level. That's his level. But now he's scored in like what? How many games has he scored?
I think against Solanke, you look at him. He's had big chances made, but when you look at the game on the weekend, and like we were all there on the weekend, and we all fell asleep to Tottenham versus Man United because Man United. We were shit.
I did not fall asleep.
Yeah, I was awake. It was just you, mate.
Well. It was a shit performance. If I'm falling asleep, it was a shit performance.
I'm glad you guys were asleep. You didn't see me cry a little bit.
It was bad. We're all Man United fans, and it was shit. And Dominic Solanke probably should have scored more than the one on the weekend. He had enough chances created for him. But at 7.6, he's finally had his first price rise of the season. And the one thing I want to mention about Dominic Solanke is somehow this season, he's only had about 600,000 transfers in, and he's had about 2 million plus out. But because he was locked during the time when he was getting transferred out, he's actually not suffered a price drop.
He was injured for, I think, 1 or 2 game weeks.
Yeah, he was injured over the international break, so that probably plays a large part into what's going on.
And you got to give a player time to bed into the squad and
correct.
Stuff like that.
You do.
Big shoes to fill with Kane, leaving. Now he's got 3 and 3.
I've heard a lot of podcasts saying that Dominic Solanke is the signing of the season. Oh, well, what do you think about that?
I think those pods suck. Wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, that's a stretch, but
it is.
He's definitely going to do well in that team. Like, they're going to create chances. Madison feeding him, Brennan Johnson on the wing feeding him, Son. He's going to have heaps of chances to score. Ange likes attacking football.
He does.
That's
the thing I said. I actually couldn't believe from last weekend that Pedro Porro and Robinson in my defence kept a clean sheet. What the hell? Tottenham and Fulham don't keep clean sheets.
Yeah, surprising.
It's mad.
Ange doesn't just like attacking football. He likes attacking reporters too.
He is Australian after all. We love a bit of biff with the
bullshit type of guy.
With the press.
Yeah, with the press. He's just like,
oh yeah, mate.
Next question, mate.
Alright, so without further ado, we are going to get into a wildcard stream. So Darren, as we've just alluded to, has not had Haaland for the first 6 game weeks, but he has played his wildcard in game week 7.
And might I add, rather than everyone else last week playing their wildcard, I held on. I knew that Salah was the better captain, and it paid off.
Yeah.
You did. I mean, me and Tom,
20 points.
We both had Haaland captain last week.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I thought
wasn't his best performance.
I thought the team was good enough to get through that game week, and it paid off.
It did. And
look, now I've got 2 free transfers as well. So
your score last week wasn't too bad. I mean,
it wasn't big to risk, man.
It wasn't good.
When we're trying to look at 58. I mean, that was a pretty
green arrow.
Yeah, it was. When you're 3,509,000, that's pretty good.
Yeah, when you're at the bottom, there's only one way.
What are you, Tom? What's your rank?
Yeah, let's have a look here.
Let's have a look.
Just for
my overall rank.
Just for the people watching at home, we are trying to take the piss a little bit.
1,670,000.
Wow. Okay.
That's a lot better than Darren's. To be fair. So I'll tell you something funny. So I've been telling Darren for the last 6 weeks that he needed to have Haaland. So Darren actually sunk to, in game week 4, he got a score of 25, and he sunk to a rank of 9,987,823.
What?
Yeah, I know.
It was never that low.
Well, the stats don't lie, mate.
That was just the game week, not the overall score. That means
nothing.
Sorry. That means nothing.
I'm doing you a disfavour. Sorry, his lowest rank this season has been 4,060,000. That's my bad. I didn't actually realise I'd misread that.
That's not bad out of 7.5 billion people.
Oh, that's pretty good. It could be better. It could be better.
It's a long season. It's game week 5, bro. That was game week 5.
Yeah.
Now look at me.
3.5 on the
clock. 3.5. I mean, this is what happens.
Hey,
this is what happens.
Literally, if he gets a 75-point week or something, he'll climb up to, might be on my shoulders at 1.6 mil.
Well, yeah, potentially.
Bang, bang.
Potentially. So, look, Darren is on his wild card this week, and me and Tom haven't played ours. So I just want to talk about that before we get into it. So, Darren, why have you played your wild card this week? Well, obviously past, the wild card 6 week where everyone played it.
Well, you alluded to the fact that I was once 4 million in the league, so I think it's time for a change. There's some upcoming fixtures that I need to target, and that's what I've done with the wild card. With the team I had, I wasn't going to be able to target those fixtures, so the swing has happened. Game week 7 is my time to shine.
That's it. He's a man of action.
Tom, why haven't you played your wild card?
Because
you've had a pretty good start to the season, to be fair.
So you answered the question.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
sometimes you don't need to play the wildcard. I'm actually scared of playing the wildcard. Let's be honest here. I'm actually scared of playing my wildcard. Last season when I played it, I went to shit. I was 100 points on top, and then I didn't win.
You crumbled.
Like,
I caught you.
No, you didn't catch me.
I caught you.
In my first,
we can disprove this fact. 100% on this pod, if it's required, we will disprove this.
So this is my third fantasy season, and my first fantasy season I was tinkering. So like every game week I was like swapping, changing, and then that player would do well, get points that I swapped out. You know.
Yeah.
So I've learned from that. Managed to get it fairly right. I'm just cruising, kind of like a average of like 60 points a game week. You know. So it's not really like alarm bells ringing for me, like, because if I mess with it, I could mess with myself up.
Yeah, 100%.
So
do some messing.
So we're going to quickly pull up Tom's team, just for everyone looking at home. So I've still got the people there that I liked on this game week from like earlier on this week, but we're going to pull up. Wow, Tom, you're in a lot of leagues, but you're not winning any of them, mate. So that's pretty disappointing.
I'm second in a couple.
Oh, okay. All right. So Tom's team here is in number 7 spot. Please pull
There's
it
only
up.
one league that counts, mate, and that's the money league that I'm in.
Oh,
Yeah, the one that I actually.
you guys are all too popular to pay me.
Wow.
Well, that's fair.
Sorry that you have an AI team that you pay for.
I don't use AI at all.
Dude, you got
The only thing I use is AI. No, honestly. So all the other content creators out there,
Debatable.
no, they promote AI. Like AI should have done this transfer or whatever. I have never once looked at an AI. Oh no, I actually haven't. Like legit, I have not.
Darius,
You are the
you
AI.
have a podcast on fantasy.
Yeah, I know.
And a double screen and like a 10K
But
computer.
I actually.
Man spends a lot of time. And
Yeah, I do. No, but like mine's all legit. I'm not sitting there looking at it going, I want a computer to tell me what I should do this week.
Nah.
I actually sit there, I watch so many games of football during the week, and all my stuff is based off what I see and what I read.
That's it.
There's nothing
Meanwhile,
based off
Tom's
AI.
messaging me like
Sometimes-
Friday afternoon going, don't forget your team.
Yes,
Stop.
I do. Sometimes I'm in Papua New Guinea. I've got 3G Wi-Fi, and I can't even look their faces. Their strips don't even come up, and I'm just trying to make a transfer. And
That's it.
computer says no.
So Tom's one of them people. I actually don't know how you've got these 4 players in your team, Tom. So you've got Halaand, Palmer, Saka, and Salah. And I swear, a lot of people at the moment will be pretty happy if they were taking that into this game week. I think all 4 of them potentially return big points this week.
money.
Yeah, I thought that a
Big
few
money.
times over. They haven't returned as much as I thought. You know, that's what I was saying. Like Palmer's had the good one, then Saka, then it's kind of been a bit hit and miss. But I am definitely due a combination.
I agree.
Where it could be like 80, 90 points or something.
So what transfers have you gone this week?
So I got obviously Onana was a worry with a hamstring.
Yeah, I mean, like he's
So-
showing up here as left. There was nothing in Unai Emery's press conference that said that he was going to be available or not available, but he's a 75% chance of playing. What have you done?
I brought in Rodgers, I believe, under your guidance.
Look, for everyone listening at home,
Under your tutelage.
yeah, look, everyone listening at home, you will know that 3 weeks ago on my pod, I actually said, I looked at the numbers behind Onana and Rodgers, and I said that the decision you should make was you go for Rodgers. Because the underlying stats said that Onana can't keep scoring at that rate, and Rodgers' underlying expected goals, expected assists.
And Onana's been more flourishing in the Europe side of things. He hasn't been pocketing as many in the EPL.
Has he?
I don't know. I think because he scored just gone, didn't he?
Nah, that was Darren.
No, it's
Off the
Darren.
bench again.
See, that's what I mean.
Yep.
That's his name.
It is what it is. So, like, I will admit that your defence concerns me this week in particular.
Yeah.
Who are you playing this week in the defence?
It doesn't really concern me, Because
Porro, Lewis, that's
Dallo's
good.
gone.
Who'd you get rid of?
I think it was Romero.
So you've made 2 free transfers this week?
Yep.
So you've...
Romero's in.
Alright, so Dallo's gone for
Yeah.
Romero.
Because he has been absolutely pissing me off for United.
Yeah, he's. I mean, Man United in general have been a shit watch.
Yeah. He's been put in,
fantasy-wise.
put in left back. He may as well just be making me a hot dog in the stand, to be honest.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's very fair. And Anaila's gone for Rodgers.
Yep.
You got any money left in the bank?
No, I'm on no money in the bank. So, when you have such a premium list of players on my squad, what do you expect?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, it's.
But the only thing that I will say is that when I do wildcard, I'll be strengthening my defence.
When are you looking to wildcard?
We'll see how this game week goes, and because I could drop Salah, have a bit more cash in the bank, and just bring in the likes of a Gabriel or someone stronger at the back. So FaZe has not brought me nothing.
Are you playing him this game week? I'm playing him. I'm playing him over Robertson.
Because who they got? They got
Well, hold on. Let's have a look.
They have someone that
He's
they could.
4 million, hey?
Yeah, they've got Bournemouth.
Yeah,
Bournemouth.
He's about to go up to 4.2.
But
Potentially tonight.
you never know.
Potentially. I'm hoping he makes me 0.1. Because that's why I got rid of Barco to begin with. Because I thought that FaZe, when he scored that goal, would eventually make me 0.1. That's the only reason I bought him in. If it wasn't for that, wouldn't have bought him in. And team value is where it's at.
My keeper's been disappointing. Areola has not brought me nothing.
Areola!
West Ham started shit, man.
Yeah, he's not doing it.
Oh, I don't rate that. Oh, actually, they got Ipswich.
Yeah, West Ham have been pretty bad.
Ipswich, they may get a.
I really want to bring Jared Bowen.
Could be
he's a really good.
It's always consistent, yeah.
But and he has delivered this season, but that West Ham team, man, it's hard to bet for him at the moment.
Yeah.
And that's where it's at. So, look, everyone came here because they wanted to see what a game week 7 wild card looked like. So, we're going to look at Darren's team now. So, Darren got 58 points last week. Talk us through this team last week first, Darren.
Last week? Alright, so Henderson, he's been Henderson.
All goalkeepers were shit last week, pretty much.
Apart from Raya, no one's really...
He was shit last week too.
Porro against United, put up a good showing. Clean sheet. He's got that attacking threat. He's always good option to go with. Gabriel didn't return. Arsenal conceded a couple.
Very unlucky.
Yeah. Alexander-Arnold, he's got the attacking threat, but it just didn't happen. For his price tag and what he brings with his attacking, assists and goal threat.
Let's just talk about the Liverpool fixtures to begin with. So they've got Crystal Palace away this weekend, and then it's kind of a tricky run. So they've got Chelsea at home and Arsenal away, and
I think
Arne Slot's had a pretty they've had a pretty easy run.
They're going to lose to Crystal Palace, man.
They're going to lose.
Bogey team, bogey team.
No,
I hope they do because I'm fucking.
Because Palace needs
I've
to turn
dropped all my
around.
Liverpool assets.
Yeah, same. So have I.
It's gonna
I've got nothing. None of them.
I mean, their runs are fabulous. So
I hope that's right.
Yeah.
I just fucking hate Liverpool. So.
Same.
Yeah, same.
I hate FPL.
Put the big dippers in the bin, man.
Yeah. And
But
then
get rid of them.
when they play Chelsea, when they play Brighton, Aston Villa, Southampton, I'm gonna be like, they're done.
Yeah. Just get rid.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm gonna put it out in the universe and just hope it catches.
But like their run after Arsenal's not fabulous either. Even when the FDR, I swear, is lying. So they've got Brighton at home, Aston Villa at home, Southampton away. Pretty easy game.
Yeah, expect.
But then they've got Man City at home and Newcastle away. I don't know why Newcastle keeps showing up as FDR at 4.
Yeah,
like, I know Man City struggled against them last week. Obviously, they got the draw and Haaland blanked. But Newcastle have been pretty ordinary, to be fair.
Two boring teams playing each other, that's what happens.
Oh, yeah, you get that. The old Geordies won't be happy with that comment. But yeah, carry on.
Well, Newcastle aren't the team, are they?
No,
they're just lacking that spark. Like
they are.
They had that creativity. I don't know what it was, but
Trippier's dropped off. I thought he was a big part of it. He's kind of.
But he's old.
He's older.
He's older. Yeah.
He's older.
But they're just lacking that little bit of spark that.
Yeah.
When Isaac and it wasn't just Isaac, it was
and Wilson.
They were both firing. It was like as soon as it went forward, it was like goal. you know.
Yeah.
And
Almiron.
They beat teams.
What's happening to Almiron?
Yeah.
Where is he? Is he in
there.
MLS?
What's he done?
He's done nothing, mate. He's done absolutely nothing.
Yeah, so they're just missing those like leaders that were doing it last season, you know, made teams fear him a bit more.
Yeah.
So talk us through the rest of your team.
I mean, Madueke got lucky. I only have him because Nkunku was going to drop, so switched him to Madueke, got the the 0.1 million, whatever it was. So that's the only reason I've had him and I held him, and this is half the reason I need a wild card.
And you got rid of him before he dropped.
Correct, yeah.
So you made 0.1. That's good.
Has
killed you.
Diogo Jota, he returned last week, but
he did.
I feel like his minutes are going to...
Always a minute risk.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the problem. That's the problem with Jota.
Gakpo in the Euros was like the man.
Yeah.
And he still looks like the... When I think everyone's fit, a lot of Diaz owners are going to be like, oh, I hope you're saying you're talking shit. But I actually think that Cody Gakpo is in Arnie's slot.
What's his name?
Gakpo, whatever you want to call it, man. Who cares? I say players' names wrong. Whatever. Cody Gakpo. Gakpo.
Is that how you say it?
Oh,
What do you mean?
how you say it, man.
Gakpo.
Well, same thing. Same.
Yeah, that guy.
When I actually think Arnie Slot wants to play him over Diaz.
Yeah, I think so.
My personal opinion is that's the way I read it. The problem is that Diaz has started so well that you can't drop him. But he had that blank on the weekend, and people that brought him in probably like, oh no, I don't want to hear this nonsense.
Yeah,
but
wildcard teams were Diaz.
I said that earlier in the week. I was like going, unlucky.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
and Darwin
has, mate, they're unpredictable.
Yeah.
They're unpredictable.
DJ Suave, where you at, man?
Done so good.
Peace. Carry on.
Salad. I thought he was the better captain this week.
He was.
So
last week he was over Haaland.
Didn't bring in Haaland. So here we go. 20 points. Can't go wrong there. Saka, unlucky he didn't get a couple of goals. He was all over it.
The bonus point system this year, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention.
He got some and then he got
he had 5 points.
Yeah.
He had maximum bonus points and then was subtracted down.
How's that work?
I'm not sure how it works, Tom, is the honest answer. I've been trying to work it out because I've had Smith Rowe and Rogers the week before. Rogers went up 1 point, Smith Rowe went down 1 point, yet Morgan Rogers got a yellow card and Smith Rowe didn't, and I honestly couldn't figure out why that was. It makes no sense.
It's like they're out there just tinkering with their own teams.
Yeah.
Like, I got this guy, I'm going to like...
maybe that's what it is.
Points away,
trying to be dodgy.
Yeah, maybe they shuffle him to someone that actually was effective in the game.
Yeah.
Instead of they're like give it to performance, but then say Martinelli scores a goal, they're like, oh well, we've got to give it to him.
Yeah.
So deduct it.
Yeah.
But Saka is like one of them players. Like last week, he played. Who did he play last week? They played Leicester. They played Leicester at home.
Leicester.
And he made 4 big chances, and that must be so frustrating. I've not owned Saka this season. Last season I owned him for almost the whole season, and this season I looked at the Arsenal fixtures to begin with, and I've sort of been like, I'll take Saka on, and for the majority of it, it's kind of worked okay. What do you have to say? Like, as a Saka owner, you've obviously owned him the whole time till now.
He's returned pretty much every game.
Yeah, I know. He's actually been really good. Other than this game week, I actually can't believe he's returned in all those games, considering Arsenal's injuries up front as well.
He's
averaging
like at least 5 points a game, if not more, you know.
Yeah, and with Odegaard missing, it's like he's still returning.
Yeah,
so
he's a weird player though, because he's gone from 10 mil to 10.1 to 10 mil, back to 10.1, and potentially back to 10.
Every Arsenal game I watch, man, that guy's either so close to scoring.
You're always hoping he doesn't do anything.
Or some spud is not converting.
Yeah.
And he's not getting the assist.
And your forward line?
Calvert-Lewin.
Hey, did you bring him in based on what I said?
No, based on the fixtures.
But did you listen to what I said?
What did you say? I don't know what you said. I have no idea what you said.
He had amazing fixtures.
Yeah, asking for trouble.
The problem with Calvert-Lewin he just can't convert. Like he has all these chances, he just can't finish. He's not clinical.
He's not a D in it.
He just can't finish.
Where's Everton on the league?
They're off the bottom, mate.
Yeah.
They won last weekend.
There you go.
And then Watkins, my man, comes in. I brought him in.
How good was last Sunday watching that before the United game?
Watkins,
shout out
11 points. Let's
go.
Bob
loved it. Bob loved.
Diceball FC.
Bob, if you're watching right now, if you don't have Dwight McNeil, mate, you might as well just change your name.
I hope.
Change your name, mate.
I hope for you're saying you don't have any.
Yeah, don't have any of them. Get rid of them.
Get Dwight McNeil in, mate. Dwight McNeil in.
They got good fixtures, but that's it.
And then
he's probably expected to get like 2 goals a season. He got them last week. That's he's done.
Same as we don't want to bet with our fucking hearts. We want to bet with your heads, you know.
That's it. So look, that's Darren's team at the moment as it is. Let's have a look.
Let's get rid of it.
Well, look. So you would notice there the big omission is Haaland, and Darren has had to pay up a premium to bring him in, 15.3 million. How did you do it, Darren?
Wait,
how did you get him in?
1 second. If Haaland flops again this week, what then?
Well,
unlucky.
Do you stay with him?
Do you get?
I mean, Man City's fixtures are pretty good.
Let's pull them up.
Like 5 game weeks at least, I think.
Let's pull them up. So look.
There you go.
Yeah. So Fulham at home, Wolves away, Southampton at home, Bournemouth away, Brighton away.
It's
pretty good. 3 games away from home though.
Yeah.
Haaland doesn't travel as way away from home.
But Fulham at home,
those
he scored
mean
a
nothing.
hat-trick last year.
Those greens mean nothing. Like,
they mean nothing.
They will
to Haaland.
Is he fixture-proof?
Man City will smash.
He's a robot. He's a robot.
It depends if he might get rotated.
Yes, I'm concerned. That Southampton game at home in game week 9.
He could get a rest.
But it's not worth the risk.
Southampton is shit.
Yeah.
But he could score 4 in that game.
That's happened in the past when Alvarez was available.
Yeah.
Who have they got though?
No one.
Who fits in?
Foden?
Everyone's vibing him, eh? Everyone's got him. So if you're with the...
Let's have a look.
If you're betting with it, you would lose together, you know?
Yeah.
That's
what percentage is he up to? 73.2% ownership.
Big.
That's absolutely insane.
Dong.
Considering he's worth 15.3 million, he's about to go up in price to 15.4. That is, I mean, like, if you were unlucky enough not to start him and you're trying to bring him in, if he rises to 15.4, well, you might as well just kiss your fantasy season.
Are you captaining him? Are you doing the captain? Are you going Haaland?
Yeah, I am. 100%.
I am, yeah. I am. I've already put out my team for the weekend.
Yeah.
I'm 100% captaining Haaland.
Look at this team, though. Wildcard dream. This is a dream team.
All right, so Darren's...
He's got 3 Man City assets, perfect fixtures.
What's your team value on this?
What does it matter?
No, just for people at home, what is your team value on this?
It's like 1.3 million, I think.
So I actually
100 million and 3.
Yeah. So Darren's unfortunately he's missed out on a bunch of players to start the season have gone up in price, which means his team value
had some players that went up in price.
His team value is not the best, which is why it's 100.3. He's got no money left in the bank.
Neither.
Well, I've got a bit. I've got 1.5.
No one cares.
We'll look
no one cares about that.
We'll see you later on. Top 62k.
100 million.4.
All right, 100 million.4. He's got no money left in the bank. Now, Darren is going early on Phil Foden. Want to explain that decision?
Well, Foden has been coming into form, or not form, but into fitness, and scored in the Champions League.
Absolutely.
He's ready to go. I reckon.
First goal.
Get ahead. The only way you're going to move up the charts in FPL is if you're ahead of the curve.
You're ahead.
You need to be ahead of the curve.
I'm 100%
Jump in before. It's a risk because he might not start. He might come on, but he's good off the bench as well.
He is Pep's love child.
He is. He's the love child of Pep.
Rodri's now injured.
The Rodrigo, the Rodri.
First start in Champions League, first goal, hit the post, like.
And Foden is quality. He's full on quality. Yeah. You know, if he gets a chance, he's gonna take it. Assist threat.
What was the draft I liked better?
So I had Martinelli.
For
So I switched out. Yeah. So I switched out Martinelli, put in Havertz for my attacking threat with Arsenal.
Yep.
Brought in Foden. Fixtures. Hopefully he starts. But yeah, that was the thinking there.
If he doesn't, he will.
How do you think? Are you willing to take on Pep Roulette?
Well, I am obviously because that's why he's there.
I noticed you've also got Rico Lewis in your team as well.
Rico Lewis, yeah, that's the other thing. So I was going to do the Vardiol-Lewis combo with the Michaelenko Vandenberg backup.
Yep.
If he doesn't get played, but I mean Walker's crap. He's been playing like
he's out of form.
Yeah, well, he's on.
So
he's
Lewis has gone up.
And Lewis, the upside of Lewis is so much more, I think, than Vardiol. So that's why he's in.
Lewis is another.
And he's cheap. He gives me more
pet,
you know,
developer. Like he's brought him in.
Yeah.
And I watched the Champions League game, and Lewis is playing so high up.
He's sexual.
Yeah, legit. That little Afro dude's running around.
He's good, man.
He's like a miniature Fellaini, man.
He is.
Alright, so
mini Fellaini.
Mini Fellaini.
Oh, the Fellaini.
let me break it down for everyone at the moment.
Break it down.
Originally, Darren had Watkins in for Havertz.
Yep.
Instead of Foden, you had
Martinelli.
Because
I swapped Saka.
And then you had Guardiola in this lineup as well, instead of
Van de
Ven. So, when I originally saw that lineup, I actually thought that the only problem I foresaw with the lineup was the fact that I didn't like Rico Lewis, because he had Rico Lewis and Guardiola, and I thought that he should probably... I said earlier on in the week, Van de Ven, I like the look of, about to rise in price. I would have had him instead of Rico Lewis. Covering all the bases, so Tottenham and Man City defence. I just think it's risky playing 3 Man City players when you know that Pep Roulette, you just don't know if your player's going to play.
Yeah, but Darius, have you ever gone to the casino?
Yeah, I have, and I've won.
You bet red. You bet red.
Yeah.
Then
you bet on black.
Then what do? You double up on red. Comes in.
Bang,
then what
bang.
happens? Triple up on red.
You go bang, bang.
Gosh.
And then all of a sudden it doesn't work, and then you end up bankrupt.
That's a question for another
risk,
day.
Mate.
That's another game week. That's another game week.
Is Foden going to start this game?
Gamble.
Is he going to start?
I
Let's have a look.
I think he will.
I reckon he will.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at his stats. So he hasn't started a Premier League game yet this season.
And that's what I mean.
No,
Game week 7.
I know. I'm aware. Yeah,
Pepper's
but
resting him.
He's coming for you.
all right. Well,
He's coming for your ass.
he's playing Fulham and Wolves and Southampton.
Correct.
That's a good time.
Is he likely to play him? Well, if he's not fit enough,
That's a good time.
if
Who's
he's
he going to play?
If he's not
He
fit,
can't play Rodri.
does he play in Rodri's position?
No.
Exactly. So
Foden can play anywhere.
no, I disagree with that.
Well, he can.
Well,
Plays out on the left, plays out on the right, plays central.
How many players have
What's the
City got?
Gundogan hasn't been playing very well.
But he's likely to play in Rodri's position,
He
right?
had a mare in Champions League.
He's likely to play in Rodri's position. Foden is definitely not going to be playing where Rodri
So you don't
plays.
think he's going to play?
I'm not convinced he's going to play.
I'm not convinced either. But I'm taking the gamble.
But
I'm ahead of the curve.
9.2 million says, if I'm paying that much for a player, I want to see him guaranteed starting in my team.
And this is the risk
to be
I'm
honest,
taking.
people had Fernandes in their squad and they got -6 last week,
Let's talk FPL.
And
it's still keeping Fernandes.
And it got revoked. So they lost 6 points. They don't get him back, eh? They don't get him back.
Now he's back to hurt them again.
Yeah. Those 6 points were gone. They lost head-to-heads. Like, people died, man. People cried.
The funny thing is that Andy probably thinks... look, I'm with Andy. I actually think Bruno Fernandes eventually at some point is going to come good and those stats will turn and everyone will jump on. I'm just not sure that's I'm just not sure.
You know?
I'm not sure it's under Eric Ten Hag.
Why are these red cards getting revoked? Because he didn't make contact. Does that mean he's getting too old to not get the player?
I mean, well,
I'm just kidding. I'm a funny guy.
I love Bruno.
Yeah.
I love him, but he's been...
Fiesta.
Bruno, sorry in advance, mate, but you have been shit this season.
Yeah.
But
Agreed.
from all United fans right here.
So is United.
We have been shit. You have been shit. Eric Ten Hag has been shit. Let's just leave it at that. All right, so look, Darren's got no money left in the bank at the moment, and as I said before, I preferred the previous draft. I think Watkins this week in that Man United fixture.
That's a good front line though.
It's just
Well,
he's hard to ignore. He's hard to ignore.
He is, and he was there. I liked him, but I feel like United are going to bounce back. I've got Havertz in there for the Martinelli and the Saka. Right, that's my attacking threat. Havertz, Southampton at home. Come on, you German.
The one thing I like here, and like if you are wildcarding in Game Week 7, it's a significantly different draft to Game Week 6, and I actually like the enabler of Tyler Dibbling. Tyler? Pretty sure his name's Tyler. Just double check.
Tyler.
Yeah, it is Tyler Dibbling. I really like
19.
that. You're not going to play him. In this formation, you're going to play 3-4-3 every week. The defenders might change, the forwards aren't, the midfield aren't. You can actually get away with that kind of shithousery and like playing someone like that. Like, it really enables your team, particularly if you've got low budget value in your squad to begin with. I think that's a fantastic pick. I actually really like that. Like, you're only actually playing the one budget midfielder in your team, and almost everyone else that's got a good team is playing Morgan Rogers in their team.
And I feel like he's above. He should be priced higher.
He's probably.
You're only worried about playing him because he's a 5.2, but he's playing, above that.
I actually watched FPL Raptors like conversation on him, and if he was rated like 6.5 midfielder, you wouldn't care two shits about playing him. Yeah. And you shouldn't. If you've got Morgan Rogers in your team, like I do, he's one of my budget options. With Dwight McNeil, I've got no
It's one of mine.
worries about playing him at all. I think Morgan Rogers, 2 out of 3 game weeks he's been in my team, delivered points.
He's done well.
Big points.
Palmer, big palm dog. Yeah. He's in. He's ready to. He's coming.
Yeah,
another hat trick.
He's another go-to. Like, you got to have him, kind of thing.
See, I'm concerned about that because like I've taken a -4 this week to bring Palmer into my team, and like I hate to be reactionary, but when you score 25 points,
you have knee-jerked hard.
No, but how can you
pull up his points?
No,
he hasn't just scored.
Yeah, I know, but like
look at him.
I could
consistent. He's been bringing them in.
And Tom's had him.
All right, so
Tom has had him.
All right, let's talk about.
Tom's ahead of the curve, bro.
17 game week 2.
Right, when did you get him in?
Made him start, mate.
All right, well, let's have a look at his points for this season.
That's brilliance.
Well, all right, just hold fire.
Yeah.
So,
did y'all forget last season? Or?
Exactly.
No, I didn't.
It's just because he went up so high.
Yeah, last season he cost 5.5 billion. We're talking about a bloke that costs double the amount almost. Legit. So, the first game of the season, he got a blank. Expected. Man City. Chelsea still find their way on a new manager. The Wolves game, I still, to this day, say is an aberration. You bought Madueke in.
Because I had Nkunku, Madueke was starting. He also had Palmer to feed him, and I thought that might have continued, but it didn't. And
the Chelsea players you've gone through sounds like a Shakira song.
It is bad. The problem is... The problem is... The problem is with those players, sometimes you can be guilty of chasing the points. And I said earlier in the week, if you chase the points that have already been had, you're not going to get them. Like, and
did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I did. I did hear what you said.
Good.
But like a lot of fantasy players out there, they watch the stats game week by game week.
Yeah, the news.
And so like a lot of people have sat there, seen Palmer scored 25 points this week, which is why Salah and Saka are 2 of the most premium assets have been sold this week.
It's like you said.
Purely to bring in Palmer.
It's like you said. You were reactive to a transfer. it's all about being active. Just like Darren's brought in Foden, he's an active, so he's hoping for that reward.
That's it.
You know, where Palmer might just flop. Everyone's brought him in.
He might.
On your wildcard
It's going to go up in price, so get ahead of that as well.
Did you look at Delap and Cunha?
Did. Looked at Delap to try and fit in the 3 forwards that are going to play. But I'd rather have... I think the forwards are scoring really well. And the 3 that I've got have been, returning every week.
Yeah.
So, put my money where my mouth is, put my mouth where my money is, and I'm ready to make some money.
No, honestly, FPL Raptors in the same boat. So he talked about earlier in the week about how his team has a lack of team value. And let's be honest, your team has lacked the team value this week. And this is a way of resurrecting your season, potentially.
But it's game week 7. How many game weeks are there? Tell me. How many game weeks? Exactly.
38.
It's the start of the season.
But you can make big distance. So, for example, you talked about your team value before. 100.4.
Yep.
And mine's 101.8.
Not much difference there.
1.4 mil. You know what I mean?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. And things can change. You've just got to sort of have that foresight.
Look, not all of us have the time to go into FPL, look at all the, buy the big screens.
I don't look at it.
And, just do all the things that the D unit does to get where he is. Not all of us have that time.
In saying that, though, I have put a lot more effort into my fantasy.
I like it. Tom, why have you done that?
Well, instead of putting...
To shut you up. That's right.
Good. That's what I want. I need people to spur me on. I need people to spur me on.
You want the honest truth? So, I'm in a league. Whoever is above you, you owe $50.
That's harsh.
Oh, good. Well, then pay up.
I can... No, in this league.
Pay up?
You have to make the bet, bro.
Last 2 times in a row.
Oh, that's a lot of fucking money to give up.
Honestly, I had to go to the pub and give all my dad's mates. It's $550 that shit cost me.
Oh shit, man, that's no good.
So now I just put a little bit more effort in anyway.
Alright, so look, we didn't cover this earlier in the game week because I accidentally forgot to cover it in my pod earlier in the week. But our head-to-head leagues last week, Tom, how did you go? Let's have a look.
Where am I?
You lost to Blake. Oh,
I did.
54 to 66.
Yep.
Darren had a narrow victory over my cousin Bailey, 51 to 58.
Head-to-head has not been my season so far, but I have played the top 4, let's say, ballers of fantasy. It would be Darius, Darren.
I wouldn't call Darren a baller this season, mate.
Well, not this season though, but he still did me.
Yeah.
Alan.
Yes,
he did me.
He's been doing well. So Alan again won this week, 57 to 44. He actually had a pretty decent week again as well.
So what's that, 9? That's 10 points, So I'm only just losing, but like I said, I've been having a mediocre season, bringing in the 50 to 60 consistent. So, but
yeah, no, I think you've actually had a pretty good.
No low scores for me, bad ones.
So have a look to this game week, and who have we got? So Darren's got
Daniel,
and he's on wildcard. So if he loses that, then I won't want to be Darren on Monday morning.
I don't think. Yeah, Monday morning is going to be rough for all of us, to be honest.
Who have you got? You got Ollie.
Yes, I have Oliver. He's yeah, I reckon.
Ollie played his triple captain last week. For anyone watching along at home, Ollie's team looks a little bit okay, I'm not sure what happened there, but it did not click on his team.
Yeah, Ollie's been doing well.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
He beat me. He's the only person to beat me all season.
Yeah, he's kind of
one of them fluke results.
He's having that same as me kind of thing.
Yeah, he's up to 8th in the overall league, so he had a big... Well, he did play his triple captain though, so... Yeah. I mean, he should have played Palmer, eh?
That's gone now. The triple captain's gone.
Should have paid the Palmer. Imagine if we paid the Palmer.
It's a risky one, though.
It is.
That's a proper gamble, that one.
I think that a lot of people have played the triple captain already, particularly in Haaland. The only reason why I didn't play it earlier in the season is because of the fact that at some point, Man City have to go away for the bullshit cup in the middle of the season, whatever. Actually, that's the end of this season. That doesn't happen this season. I actually forgot.
What?
Like, I actually thought the reason why... So, the Club World Cup this season doesn't happen during the middle of the season.
Yeah,
like, it happens at the end of the season in America.
They changed it.
Yeah,
So, those double game weeks that I thought was actually coming for Man City might not actually come. And we might have missed out
Triple
on
cap.
really good weeks to triple captain Haaland.
Oh,
Well, yeah, it is what it is. So, look, that's Darren's wildcard team. If we quickly go to my team...
It's banging.
It's
No
not
one
bad.
cares about your team.
Well,
No.
look, if you want to join the league, I actually can't invite you on this because I'm not logged in as me. But the code is... I'll whack it in the show notes. So just have a look there if you want to join. I need some sort of competition, as you can see there.
Wow.
I'm about 40 points up already on the nearest pleb, and that's Joe Zindani. He's in the UK.
I'm 7.
Bob somehow is still hanging on in
How's
third.
Bob there?
Well, good question.
Dice balls.
Yeah, he goes hard on the football
Daddy
manager.
D-Tuck.
He loves football manager, man.
In fairness, let's have a look at the league table for a second. So there's 25 teams in here, and Darren has taken on Haaland in all 6 game weeks and somehow has mid-table.
That's it.
Uh,
So
I actually can't believe that, to be honest.
could be
But
rise of the tuck.
it could be Daddy T-Tuck.
I'm coming.
He could be coming. He could be coming. He could be coming. Who knows?
I was going for an ab shot, but pulled out. I
You
pulled
should have
out.
gone
but-
for it. So look, my team this week, I have taken a -4. Now the reason why
How
is
did you get 60? Like, still.
well, look,
That's.
I know I captain Haaland as well, but the problem is that my players have been delivering. So like my budget options have been good. So Smith Rowe
I
was.
think our luck's run out. I reckon you could
I
be
think
at the
he's
end.
lucky.
eh?
I mean, could be, but
You are
look,
siphoned.
look
Your
this.
luck is being siphoned from you.
Alright, so this week,
This live stream is going to siphon the luck.
maybe it might, maybe it might.
It is.
I hope it doesn't,
Suction.
because this content will go
Suction.
shit if it does. But
No more visitors.
I have bought phase in for Robinson in my defence this week. I have made 2 trades this week, so I have got rid of Mo Salah because I can't resist Cole Palmer. That's just what it is. I can't sit there and ignore someone that scored 25 points. It's impossible.
Oh, fuck, I've got both of them.
And I got rid of Ahmad. So Ahmad's gone, and I've...
And Saka.
Yeah.
And Halaand.
Well, I've got rid of Ahmad for Dwight McNeil, and Dwight McNeil, if he scores another 2 goals this weekend, I'm
not,
going to be sitting
he
there
won't.
going, my boy, I've been calling him out for the last 3 weeks. Everton's run of fixtures is absolutely incredible. You should be looking at him 100%. Now, the one player I am concerned about this week, and the reason why I was considering taking a -8, is Chris Woody Woodpecker. Is he going to get me any wood this week? I'm not 100% sure he is. So, look, let's be honest. He is playing Chelsea away.
No.
Nottingham Forest defend well. My best hope for Chris Wood to get points this week is somehow someone gets fouled in the box by
penalty.
Diarcy,
Yeah, you get a
and he gets a
penalty.
penalty, and Chris Wood scores a penalty.
I
That's what I'm hoping for this week. Let's be honest.
I think Wood's been rolling the penalty wagon for a little while.
Yeah. But like Smith Rowe's dropping to my bench, and there's no way that he's going to return against Man City in my mind. Neither is Robinson. That's why FaZe is in.
Watkins is going to be he's a danger for United.
Yeah. The one thing I want to talk about, you've still got Salah. Have you got any Liverpool defence?
Nope.
So we've all only got one Liverpool player. Have you got any?
None.
You got none.
Yeah.
This is really interesting. So Liverpool are currently top of the table, and we're all ditching them. Like, are we idiots?
Well,
Are we
they're
just-
playing. They're
As I
playing.
said at the start of the pod.
I hate Liverpool.
No, I don't hate him,
Who's
man.
the
Like,
next game?
Crystal Palace away this week.
Why don't we have them?
I feel
Very
like
good question.
What do you mean?
When I sold Salah, I didn't
didn't
feel
think
good
about
about it. I did not feel good about it
But
because
I'm
in my head I was like,
surprised
"Oh, he
you
can
turned.
score.
yeah, I've
He
still
can
got
score
him.
well." But like then after the next couple of games, That's why fantasy's
People
like one
turn
of
their
them
back
things.
on Salah
I could
way
have done
too
this, could have
quick,
done
man.
that.
People turn their back on Salah. It's like he had like one bad game.
Salad.
But he's expensive.
He's expensive.
He's
man,
well
but-
expensive.
You can't have
But
Palmer.
so are girlfriends,
You
man,
can't
and we
have
still got
Haaland.
them, you know. So are women.
I'm
Here
going
we
to say
are.
that too.
That-
This is-
Hold on. Sorry, Asher.
Tom's engaged. He might not be engaged after this pod.
I'm engaged to FPL.
He's engaged to the pod.
Yeah, I'm engaged to the pod.
He's engaged to winning,
Mm.
but he's not winning.
You're gonna see me every week now because I got kicked out of home.
Living in the Airbnb.
Yeah, living in the units. Airbnb.
Honestly, let us know what you think of like D-Tuck's
Let me know what you think
team
of
in the
my
comments.
team.
He needs some fucking advice.
This wildcard team, 102 points.
He needs
Called
it.
it. Let him know
Called it
direct
right
on 0407 No.
Just hit him up at DJ D-Tuck. How it spells Tuck. DJ D-Tuck. Tom, where can they find you?
You can find me at. You're not gonna find me.
Find me at the club.
You can find me by joining our
with the
league.
bottle in the tub.
You can find me at joining our league and just get a hold of D Unit and then send me some abuse or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for tuning in. If you watch this nonsense, you've done well. It's been fun. I've enjoyed having you guys on.
Thanks,
When you
mate.
enjoy
Thanks,
the game,
Peter.
And what is it?
Thanks, mate.
This is the D Unit View.
the team.